Hi guys, thanks for watching. Edward here. I'm just going to shoot this video just to let you guys know exactly what I'm doing with regards to earning income on the internet and running my business. This is my vehicle, this is the journey I've taken, and this is the promise I've made to myself and to my goals and dreams. And I'm going to be taking just a handful of people. We're only talking 3 people, and actually, you know, I've already gotten my first person positioned accordingly. Now, this has got nothing to do with the fact that, you know, obviously on my screen right here, you're probably seeing I've got links here and you're probably going to jump in, but that's not going to position you correctly. I've even got the links below in the comments section, but that's not going to position you correctly. What's going to position you correctly and you know, going to give you an opportunity to actually get one of those 2 positions that I've got left is simply getting in touch with me. We're going to have a Skype chat, we're going to get on, and we're going to be able to mastermind. And I'm going to decide who I'm going to be working with. Okay, so I've been working this business for over 2 years. I've personally sponsored over 500 people. But guys, there's a lot of dead wood. There's a lot of people who are not taking action, are not working. You know, guys, that's up to them. You know, I know people come in at their own accord, their own pace, and that's fine. I know who I'm going to be ready to work with because, you know, after our Skype conversation, it's going to be very clear to me who I'm going to be working with, and thus they are going to be positioned accordingly in my organization. So if you're ready for a journey, okay, and then in the next 4 months, guys, we're going to be able to achieve some incredible things. I know my dreams and ambitions and goals, and I've stated those in my previous videos. So I'm not going to span out this video too long. Just want to make sure that you understand that I really do mean business, and I've got a lot of people coming into my messenger, and we're having chats. But a lot of people slightly misunderstand what I'm explaining here. I'm just gonna come straight out with it. You know, I'm looking to make $1 million. It's not about the million that's important as far as I'm concerned. It's what that income is going to achieve for me. And you know, obviously I've got my dreams and goals right up there on my wall, and I revisit those dreams and goals, and I edit them, and I update them, and I make sure that the plans are written down correctly and dated. The reason why I'm so confident, the reason why I'm making alterations in the way I run my business is simply because I know that I've got access to the right vehicle. It's simple as that. Many of us have common goals and common dreams and ambitions and reasons why we're doing this in the first place. And it's not just a case of simply wanting to make money. We all want to make money, but that doesn't mean people are going to jump in and start working. I know that, and I get that. But once you really understand what it is that money is going to achieve for you and then get for you, you know, I know for some people it's their kids, their kids' future, the nice house, the nice cars, or something a little bit more detailed related to education and other things. Those are very important because it's those external things, those personal things that are going to absolutely move you to the point that, you know, you're raising those dreams up to a similar level to how important, you know, even something like oxygen is. You know, if oxygen is right here, and it's obviously the most important thing, and if you've got your dreams right there at a point, at a position that's so important to you, then that's going to be enough to make you want to move and reach those goals. So if you're thinking to yourself, I can't find 3, or I'm going to struggle to find, you know, even 1, 2, or 3 good quality people to work with, then, you know, guys, I'm serious. Maybe this isn't for you. And if you're thinking there, you know, I don't think I've got, you know, I don't know, for example, $2,000 to spend, then this is probably not for you. I'm not saying it's going to be $2,000 to spend, but, you know, I'm just looking for people who don't ask questions like, you know, how much do I have to spend, or how much do I have to put in, or to start the business, or how much time do I have to put in. Those answers already come off yourself. And I had a guy come into my inbox this morning, and I just had a conversation with him, and I had mentioned absolutely nothing about skill set. I mentioned absolutely nothing about the fact that I'm looking for experienced marketers, but for some odd reason, the guy seemed to think that, oh, you're only looking for experienced marketers and you're not giving, you know, the rest of us a chance. That's absolutely BS. I'm giving everybody a chance. I don't care if you don't even know the difference between an apple and a pear. I don't even care if you don't even know the difference between an email address and a website. I will guide you regardless. If you've got a dream, and if you know that you can talk to 3 people, and you've already got those 3 people in mind and ready to get started, we're going to work with you. I have a guy in Singapore who's just gotten started. He doesn't speak, his English is not his native language. In fact, it really doesn't make any, there's absolutely no sense in telling me, your weaknesses, because they don't mean a damn. But this guy, he's already got his sister involved. He's already, they've been to a presentation, and you can put the people in front of me, and I can help you. But as long as if you can follow a few simple steps, you can copy and paste, you can share out a link because you've already had a conversation with people and they're excited, they're interested to learn more information. I'm prepared to work with you. And if you're prepared to work and and understand that there are going to be people who are going to simply say no, and you're probably going to get hundreds of people before you get your first no. I don't think it's going to happen like that for sure, but you know what I'm trying to say. If that scares you, and you're not prepared to go to the next level with this, then this is not for you. Now the good news is that this converts incredibly well, and you're going to be able to find people to sign up on your link very, very quickly because it converts incredibly well. But it's not a case of just getting people in through your link. It's a case of getting in with them, having a conversation with them, let them know that you mean business, and make sure and establish that they are on the same page as you and they're ready to bring in a handful of people. Guys, do you really think that I'm looking for marketers necessarily? Do you really think that I'm looking for people with skill? Is it a case of talking to the next person, having a conversation with someone you simply know, or someone who you're able to connect with on the internet or whatever? Do you think that in order to be able to do that, you need marketing skills? Absolutely not. Everyone is talking to people on a daily basis, even if those people are at your job, at your workplace. I guarantee you there are people all around you who are looking for an opportunity like this. It's just that people complicate things. They seem to think that I need some kind of strategy, or I need some kind of skill set, or I need to learn something. You don't need to learn anything. Right now, if you're excited, right now you're thinking in your mind, oh, so-and-so will be interested. This guy might be interested. I've got to really get in touch with this guy. I'll send an email now. I'll get on the phone to him now. I'll ask him, let's get on Skype. There you say, oh, what's it about? He said, well, let's get on Skype and I'll tell you. I'll tell you all about it. I'm so excited. I'm fired up. Let's get on Skype. And if they say no, you move on to the next person. If they say yes, let's get on Skype, you simply give them the information. Check this out first. We'll have a Skype session this time or this time. What's best for you? And where in all that requires you to be a marketer? Absolutely no. I'm not looking for salespeople. I'm not looking for marketers necessarily. I'm looking for real people who are excited, who can get with the people that they know. Maybe there's some people at their job, some people, maybe in your family, your friends, maybe people you actually meet online, because people send friend requests to each other all the time nowadays, especially in our space. You can go into Facebook groups and you can start making friends with people who are related to, who are interested in stuff that you're interested in. You can find 3 good people, okay? And if it takes 30 or 40 people before you find a good person, then so be it. Let's do it, okay? It's worth it. Because this compensation plan is huge. You're going to be able to earn 5% on every single position that's positioned in your matrix underneath you, whether I position them, whether you position them. And guys, there's absolutely no guarantee on spill-off, okay? It's got nothing to do with it. However, you get 5%. Plus, there are matching bonuses, and that's where the big money is, matching bonuses. If you can bring in people who are going to bring in a few people, you're going to start to see big matching bonuses coming in very quickly. And then also by duplicating in this way, you're going to see leadership bonuses coming in. And I know, in literally 8 weeks, I've seen people earn, start to withdraw a couple of $100 in a matter of weeks, $100,000 in a matter of weeks. That's what I'm saying. And I've seen cases where people are withdrawing $6,000 a day in some cases, because they've built it over, over the period of time, in a matter of months. You can be earning huge money if you really put your mind to it in this system. Okay, people you've never heard of. We're not talking about big marketers. People you've never heard of. People who just simply get around to a few key people, who are able to get around to a few key people, and before they know it, their business absolutely exploded to the point where they're able to withdraw thousands of dollars in a few days, or or thousands of dollars in a matter of months. And even if it takes 2 to 5 years, it's definitely worth getting on board right now so we can start masterminding and getting you up to speed. So I look forward to working with you. Get in touch with me on Facebook. Don't just automatically jump on my link and sign up, because that's not going to position you correctly. Get with me so we can have a proper conversation. I can consider whether we can actually properly work together, so we can get started. Look forward to working with you. Get onto my Facebook so we can connect. But don't just send me a friend request, because I won't necessarily notice it or notice who you are. So send me a message and get back with me. I do check my messages, and if you tell me that you saw this video and you're ready to get started, and tell me that you watched the video, I'm ready to work with you. Look forward to working with you. Take care, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.